Okay, we're going to be playing some Ranked on Arena with this Turbo Nexus deck that I got from Platinum 4 to Platinum 2 with. The trick is you use Wilderness Reclamation to try and go off, cast Nexus of Fate way earlier than you really should, and then you kill your opponent with Explosion. So you make a huge explosion to their face. So you have 3 copies of this. The really nice thing about this deck is you waste like 0 slots on interaction. You aren't playing root snares or anything like that, no removal. Like, this is interaction, but it draws a card. This is interaction, but it's also a kill condition. And, like, draws you cards in the mid-game when you need it to. Deck's been performing really well for me. So we're gonna go ahead and run it through some ranked here. See if I can keep winning. Sorry, Cambo. Sorry about the vaults. Like, I can't help it. I opened 2 vaults by accident yesterday. It broke my heart. Oh my god, Mafioso. Jeez. That is yikes. Right. Let's see if we can, get this mythic. I think this hand's fine. We don't have any ramp, which is, like, the problem with this hand. So if we're against mono red, we'd be in trouble. But against a slower deck, it's fine to keep hands without ramp. Ooh. The weird one with the 4-month resub. Thank you so much for the continued support. It means a ton to me. And yeah, I love this deck. This deck makes me really happy. Turn 5 kill seems good. I mean, against Jeskai, we're going to have to slow down a bit. But, we're pretty well set up if they tap too low to threaten to kill them, maybe. Alright, I'm just gonna jam the gift. If they want to counter this, then they're, like, wasting a counter spell. And if they don't counter it, we're building towards Nexus mana. No worries, Bobbin. Oh yeah, getting to have your win con be negate and also be terminate when you need it to be is, like, so good. Or also, it's just, like, sometimes it just draws you 6 cards, you know? And that's also great. No, that aspect of the deck is really cool. Alright, I'm gonna pass the turn, and if they tap low, I'm gonna resolve my Jace's Ingenuity to draw 3 cards. If they don't tap low, I'll maybe do it on end step, just to, like, force them to use their mana. And if they tap low, we get to resolve a Reclamation. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire this off. If they fight over this, potentially get to resolve Reclamation. If they don't fight over this, we get 3 new cards. Ooh, that's brutal. Getting hit by a Syncopate means they can still have a 3 mana counter open. It means I probably can't go for Reclamation here. What do I want to do? Yeah, that's true, Dokamoy. They don't get to exile my Nexuses. I think I kind of just want to pass and anticipate up. I don't think I have any need to, like, go for anything yet. They just aren't doing anything, so we can play things slow. Eventually we Nexus on that end step and cause them a lot of trouble. Another Nexus. That's pretty nice. You could be right, Bobbin. We might be trying too hard to do stuff. I agree. Like, if we still had the draw free in hand, we'd be able to, like, threaten to go off. Yeah, eventually they have to insight and they die. Yeah. On that note, I would like another turn, please. With you tapped out, friend. I guess we don't have our draw free in hand anymore, which is pretty awkward. So we kind of have to draw into some card draw, but we have resolved our Wilderness Reclamation, which is step 1. Casually draw Nexus back in it, right? Ooh, that is a really good draw. So it digs us 3 deep towards something to do. Okay. Keep spinning these wheels. These wheels were made for spinning. Card draw, please. Perfect draw. Actual perfect draw. Like, I don't know that there's a better card to draw in the whole deck there. I didn't fire up the stream not to draw Nexus's Sacrasta. Ooh. Next perfect draw. Alright, now they die. I don't think they can actually win this game anymore. Now that we have Azcanta. We're at 6 cards already. Is Precog good? I can't tell. No idea. Is Precog good? You don't actually upkeep your Nexuses in this deck, because you have Reclamations you want to cast in your main phase if you find them off Azcanta. It's like really rare that you ever upkeep this, because just getting a Reclamation in play is so good. Now we get to activate this multiple times per turn. Another Wilderness Reclamation, nice. So much mana. I guess I should have shuffled back the Nexus before activating, but it is fine. We can't actually lose from this position with the Precognition in hand. It's like mathematically so improbable. So we should tap this. Activate. Yeah, I'm holding the Perception for main phase, agree. Stack up my second turn. Alright, so I have a bunch of stuff I want to do main phase, so I guess I'm not Azcantering this turn in my main phase, which is fine. At this point, my sequencing doesn't really matter, because it's like basically impossible for me to lose. Oh, if I want to get the Reclamation in play, I can't Perception main phase. This is still fine. We can do it next turn. Like, oh, end step stop. I set the stop. I set the stop. I got there. I got there. Oh, that was great. 3 wins in a row. We played 2 matches before I started up the recording for YouTube, so that was our 3rd win in a row. OP had enough. I don't blame them. They really wanted to draw 3 cards, and then they died because of Nexus of Fate being an incredibly fair and balanced Magic card. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't think I can keep this. I have a green source near the top of my deck. This sounds really solid. Oh yeah, if this hand has a green source, it's like godlike. Instead it's a mulligan. Okay, this is pretty good. Don't need that quite yet. I just need ramp to start off with. Eep. Alert, alert. Problem detected. What is the card that looks like Mistcooler? I have no idea what you're talking about, George. Wow, miss your second land drop. Sometimes there is justice. Sometimes your mono red opponent keeps a 1-lander and bricks on their divination. On their Pot of Greed. It's actually a pretty good card. For buying us time. Oh yes, it's Jace's Ingenuity. It's a triple Demonic Tutor, George. Triple Demonic Tutor. Oh yeah, they run 18 lands and they mulligan less now. It's really silly. I kind of want to keep this, but I also kind of want to, like, not. I'm going to keep this. I think we have time. They're missing land drops. I wouldn't normally keep this because I wouldn't normally have enough time, but if they're missing land drops, Okay. It just, like, means their creatures don't do anything. Chill is close to Time Walk on this board state. Yep, exactly. Right, can dump that in the yard. We've already got our land drop for this turn, and I want to flip Search at some point this game. Kind of instantly punished. We're also punished by drawing the third Search. Chill. But I think we're doing fine. We just need to find a Reclamation at some point soon. Alright. Spiral looks good this turn. Maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of not into taking 4 damage from combat. Or like 5, 6 damage even. I think I just want to do this. It's just like really hard for them to kill us with just burn spells when they only have 2 cards in hand. So just like blanking their combat steps seems good here. Right, easy graveyard. So yes, I'm just chilling again. I have 4 cards in yard. If I pay 2 life to anticipate, I guess I could try and anticipate into a land. And then I get to flip the Azcanta next turn. God, I need to try and go off soon. I'm like not actually anywhere close at the moment. If you look on the Stream Decker, it should be uploadable from there, Amy. This might be incorrect. This might be too passive, letting them get an extra draw step. Potentially. Possible I'm just meant to pay 2 life. I guess I'd like Spiral, and then I'd pay 2 life if I brick on the land. And if I hit the land, I might not have to pay life. Yeah, because the problem is I'm just going to die to their board once I've used up this chill. So I kind of like maybe just had to go for it. And go for like getting to cast an extra spell that turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeep. Yep. So I guess we need the 4th chill. That's kind of a rough position to be in. Yeah, if I find the 4th chill, I guess we technically survive. Yeah, I think I wasn't greedy enough. I agree, Bobbin. I really misjudged how greedy I needed to be. Now I have a Nexus on top, which is like super orc. So I just need to find chill to survive. So I'm going to fire this off to begin. Yep. So I need to take a land and then I can still growth spiral into chill. Now I die. Alright. Moving swiftly on. Could not find a reclamation. Also, I was not greedy enough. If I'd been greedier, we'd be like 3 cards deeper into the deck. Yeah, we're playing 0 actual fogs. The only decks you want them against are like white, weenie, and red. You're just faster than all the other creature decks. so you just don't play fogs. You like run them in your sideboard. Oh wow, this hand is awesome. Even Gruul. I think this deck is faster than Gruul, or has been when I've played it. Like, that draw was a pretty awkward example of what the deck does. Dawn of Hope, huh? Interesting. Alright, just gonna get Search down. Opponent doesn't seem to be off to a fast start, so we can afford to take things slow and get incremental advantage from our Search. That is a land. We'll keep a land. So I think I just want to anticipate into a land drop, then I can Wilderness Reclamation next turn. It's like pretty awkward if they play Excellence Binding. GG's. Good game. Like, I could be greedy and just Growth Spiral, but I think I just want to anticipate and guarantee my land drop that way. And just like hope they don't play Excellence Binding in their deck. If we don't, resolving the Reclamation is going to be pretty big. I wonder why they have Dawn of Hope in their deck. It's very curious. I guess they face too many control decks and they're fed up of them. Alright, there's a land drop. That one's really good. I think I just really want lands though. Awesome. If I wanted to be... So I could just use both Growth Spirals, attempt to hit 6 mana for next turn. And then next turn, if I hit the 6th mana source, I can go Reclamation into Nexus and they never have an opportunity to exile the Reclamation. I think I prefer that. I'm going to Spiral first and see what I hit. And then I think we're just going to do that next turn. Alright, so we can put in this. Fire off another Spiral. Alright. Now, if we hit a land drop next turn, we get to start going off and try and kill them. Even if we don't hit a land drop, we're in like a fine position. Now, I guess they might kill us next turn, but like a chill probably saves us for a turn. Hey Imogen, great to see you. Yeah, we go to 12. Next turn they have 8, 14, 15. Oh, they could exile the Search to deny us our Scry. So now we only get 1 look at the land. But we hit it because we're great. Oh, Growth Spiral is insane. Growth Spiral was really silly in this deck. Right, so we use this Reclamation as a ritual effect. Untap our lands. Fire off this Nexus. And now we have at least 12 mana next turn. Probably 14. Alright, so I probably just want to Perception, because it gives me 6 looks towards a Nexus. Or a Chill. A Chill is like a Time Walk, kinda, if need be. Alright, I think I'm bottoming both of these and keeping the Chill. Because I like the Chill as a backup plan in case we don't hit a Nexus. Okay. So I can fire off the Anticipate to look for a Nexus. If I don't hit, I can just pass with Chill Up. So I need them to not have a second Tribunal. If they have a second tribunal, like, we could still potentially be fine, but things get more interesting. Oh, Growth Spiral just looks beautiful in general. The artwork is, like, unreal, right? It's one of the most beautiful pieces of artwork they've had on a card in so long. I can't wait to add it to my cube. Alright, so we get to fire up this chill here. There's a time walk. We have to hope they don't have a tribunal. If they have a tribunal, we can still be fine, but it makes the game more interesting. If they have a tribunal, we basically need to try and find a nexus of, like, these, so that we can pair the nexus with the reclamation. You opened a foil Growth Spiral on it yesterday? That's pretty great. Also jealous. Alright, alright. So that is how it is, huh? Those are not nexuses. Yes, I take this expansion explosion over the Azcanta. That is a nexus, and now they die. Alright, I think we should actually just kill them this turn. Our deck is a lot thinner now, and we have a lot more mana to work with. Like, we get to cast Perception on the same turn as the Reclamation. Which is really stupid. You know what? Those seem fine. Oh, this is really gross, Ellie. This is really, really heckin' gross. Oh my god. Alright. Fire up a Nexus, put it back in the deck. I don't normally do these main phase, but with like a backup in hand, I don't know, it seems fine. Often you like you cast your Nexuses as late in the turn as possible nowadays, because of if you draw a Wilderness Reclamation, you want to be able to cast it. Which is like the opposite from beforehand, because like in the old Turbo Fog decks you wanted to cast the Nexuses as early in your turn as possible so you could redraw them throughout the turn. Right, we have 2 turns stacked up. So that means we can afford to fire off a big explosion this turn, and then we kill them next turn. We've impressed George. That's a really rare accomplishment. I'm kind of proud of that. That's so unusual. Alright, we have 10 mana, so that's 20, so we can explosion for 16 here. We get the ultra fast card draw animation, which I adore. No! I wanted to draw cards. Why did you do this to me? Oh, this is great. This is so great. I'm so happy right now. We're like 4-1 today with this. Oh, it's delightful, Eddie. You get a lot of those with this deck. Alright, this does not have any ramp, but it has an Azcanta on 2. This is good against basically anything that isn't like hyper aggressive, and even against the aggressive decks we have a chill. So I'm gonna keep. Aw, thanks Daniel. I'm glad you're enjoying it so much. It's really nice to hit. Every set breaks Nexus more. Everyone thought it was Teferi's that was broken. Maybe it was the Nexus all along. Or maybe it was both. More likely. Alright. Have our Azcanta going? Azcanta's really hard to flip in this deck. It's like the one downside to the card, but it's such nonsense of Reclamation. It sounds weird. I actually kind of want to keep that. Against mono red, you have to like try and set up the turn 5 Nexus. Otherwise, you're like often too slow. So now all we need is a Reclamation, and then we can go for the combo. So I think I want to keep this, weirdly. I think I'm going to anticipate rather than chill this turn, most likely. Because I want to just dig for a Reclamation. And then we can go Reclamation into chill next turn. It uses our mana pretty poorly. Is the downside. Maybe that's just kind of nonsense. But I do want to get this down tapped against the burn deck anyway. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I'm just gonna fire off and anticipate. Oh yeah, losing the cycle lands from the Nexus Fog deck was so brutal. Like, the cycle lands was so disgusting in that deck. Are they gonna brick on their land drop? No. Okay. It's still fine. Still have at least one more turn. And we hit the Reclamation. I think we probably win this game, but obviously if their hand's strong, we can still die from this position. I kind of want all my land drops, but I also want to flip this as soon as possible. I also want to find another Nexus too, though, is the thing. I think I'm going to graveyard this. I'm not, like, super confident about that. So I have the Anticipate to dig me for a land next turn if I need to. And there's a chance I hit a land anyway, which is like a fairly high chance. So we get to chill on this turn. And the next turn we get to take at least one extra turn. But hopefully we just get to fully go off. If they have 4 bolts, we die. But there's not a lot we can do about that. Because it would be like 4x3 plus Firebrand. You're calling it Nexus and chill. Okay. I don't know, I kind of liked the half attempt at alliteration, but... like, something about Temur Turbo is really satisfying to say. Ooh, that is a land. We need to hit our land drops, so I'm going to keep that. As much as I'd like to try and flip this search. So I can anticipate, and if I hit a land off it, I can put it in off the growth spiral. So I can either take a, yeah, I think I just want to take the steam vents, right? And then I get to growth spiral it into play and have enough mana to Nexus still. And I ramp up my mana for this perception, which is really nice. Temur Turbo turns. Oh my god, Squirmit, you broke it. You broke it. You broke the naming system. That's absurd. That's so good. Jeez. Has to be Temur Turbo turns from now on. Wow. Ooh, perception is busted. I kind of want to keep this, but my Azcanta's gonna flip next turn anyway, and I only get to cast one Perception before I need to find a Nexus. So I think I meant to yard this, weirdly. Just to be one card closer to the Nexus. Alright. Get rid of all of these. They are not Nexuses. Right. So I can cast a 0 mana, draw a card. Right, they get an untap step, which is scary. But I can kill this Steamkin. For 5. And we just have to hope we don't die again. But if we don't die, we like 100% win. So they need a pretty good hand to kill us. It doesn't have to be that absurd, but it would have to be quite good. But if they don't kill us, we're like high 90s percentages to win, I have to assume, because we're going to have Azcanta plus Reclamation active. And a bunch of like 0 mana draw cards. Alright. Graveyard. Transform. Start with this, I guess. Nexus. Cast these 0 mana draw cards. Hey, another Nexus. I have no idea if this will work very well in best of 3. It's something I need to try out. I'm very curious to see if it does or not. But for now I'm just playing it in best of 1 because it's fun. And because I'm winning a lot with it. How did the tournament go yesterday? We ended up top 8ing, but then I lost in the quarterfinals to the person who beat me in the Swiss. I can probably kill them this turn if we're being honest, but I kind of just like spinning my wheels for a bit longer. It's pretty fun. This deck is like mechanically enjoyable to play. This deck is busted. It's pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. You can stack the triggers, you can. It is great. I should have Nexused before that, but it just doesn't matter. Nothing even matters. We have entered a full nihilism mode. Come back! Come back! Teferi makes things so much better. No, I kind of like how this version of the deck just like completely blanks all removal that doesn't specifically hit enchantments or artifacts. And you have to put 0 work into protecting your Teferi, which is nice too. The thing about the banned version is you're like forced to play Fogs because you have to protect your Teferi from their creatures. Whereas, like, as long as our life total doesn't hit 0, it just doesn't matter. So we don't have to play Fogs. Yeah, this deck blanks Contempt, etc. What's the win con? We have 3 copies of Expansion Explosion. You just explode your opponent's face, either deal 20 to them or make them draw their whole deck. If they have too much life. Yeah, it's a really nice skirmish. You just put 0 effort into protecting your protecting a planeswalker. This hand is so close to busted. This hand is a tilt, is what this hand is. What do you think, chat? Is this a keep? It's probably a mole. It's real close to busted. You'd keep this. This is not a keep. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna keep, because we've been winning a lot, and the meme value is worth it when we get there. Also because people are spamming that emote. Confirmed crazy, Selesnya. Confirmed crazy. We drew a pretty good card though. Finds our green source. Basically a green source has been called. Hey, basically a green source. Is it worth me 2 life to cast the spiral? Might be. I guess I get to cast it next turn after the reclamation. But I think I meant to pay the 2 life. I think it's worth. So let's just go reclamation into perception and then we like 100% kill them the turn after. But obviously it's scary. Especially against a creature dense hand. Lots of recurrent damage for them. Looks like we are dead. It doesn't look great for us. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's exactly it, Squamit. We lost the previous burn match to just not being greedy enough. Which kind of made me want to be a bit greedy just to be fast. Burn seems hard. Yeah, I think you're an underdog against Burn. But it is, like, winnable, right? We beat it a couple times today already. But it definitely feels like you're an underdog. We are, in fact, dead. I can confirm. We're taking 4, 5, 6 in combat. Alright. Yeah, chill is really good in the matchup. Like, if we had a chill right there, we'd have probably won, right? It's fine, we're still climbing. Okay, this hand could be literally anything. Yeah, I agree with that, Dokamoy. On the draw, it's just like a nightmare. Ooh, what have you been modifying, Squirmit? Curious to hear about that. Alright. Another burn deck, of course. We have the chill though, which is good. Oh, that makes sense, Squirmit. Ooh, chill seems really good against their draw this game. I think I just want the second chill, based on how they've opened. And then this should buy us a couple turns against such a creature heavy draw from them. Winning die rolls is like sick tech, can confirm. Dear God. What is up with this draw from the opponent? Alright, opponent. I'm gonna have to ask you to relax a bit. Just like chill out, you know? You're getting very worked up over there. Alright. Keep hitting these land drops. I like that too, Dokamoy. Appreciate it. Opponent's also like flooding the tiniest bit. There's the Nexus, just need a reclamation. Ooh, Growth Spiral means we can Nexus next turn, so yes, I'm not perceptioning this turn. I don't think I am anyway. I kind of just want to Growth Spiral this turn, and I can like anticipate looking for a Gift of Paradise or another chill. You think Precog is still better? I think I really want to find a chill or a Gift of Paradise. I'll Spiral first in case we hit Wreck. Oh, this digs 6 for Wreck, that's true. And then we probably win next turn. We just need them to not have 2 bolts. I kinda buy that. Alright. It's scary, but I kinda buy into this. Obviously we might die. But I think it is worth it. I'm just gonna dump anything that is not specifically Reclamation. Okay. Interesting. Alright, please don't draw a burn spell. Over there. Ooh, that one is exciting. Chill could possibly give us one more turn, but they'd have to hit pretty poor off this Frenzy. So I have to lead with Spiral, I guess? Guess I have to lead with Spiral. Because then I can hit Reclamation this turn. Sick. Oh, we don't have a shock. Our shock lands get to come in tapped. And then we get to Nexus. We have received the good game from the opponent. Let's see how earned it is. We have received the good game from the opponent. But I think they're misevaluating who is winning this game. Preemptive good games make me heated. Yeah, they're kind of a lot. I guess I should have fired this off first. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think they thought they were going to win Amy. Apparently not. Hey there, Teresa. Thank you. I'm hoping it goes well. It's going well so far. Alright. Can I kill them yet? I don't think I can. So we're just going to fire off some Azcantas. Can Precognition to dig a bunch. The opponent did aggro GG me. Maybe they're gonna be justified in that. We will see. Well, they might be justified in that. I can still hit Nexus here. Heh. Taste it. And this means we, like, probably deterministic at this point with so many reclamations. I can probably just explosion them this turn, but I'm a bit lazy to do the maths. Kind of enjoying spinning my wheels a bit. This deck does have the best sweats, it really does. If I get punished by missing here, it's going to be the ultimate justice stream. Alright, I have 31 cards. I really don't want to be punished after getting all, like, overconfident over here. Hey, not punished, never punished. It probably is Bobbin. You're correct. I'm kind of playing fast and loose at the moment, because it feels so hard to actually whiff. This is the purest magic. Everything that's going on right now is so good and pure and honest. Since they aggro GG'd me, I'm gonna deck them. That's the plan. They want to aggro GG me, I'm gonna, like, make them deck. The purest magic, get out. Ah. I am deeply vindictive in nature. It is true. I'm not actually tilted, I don't care. But I'm mainly just playing it up a bit. I'm also having fun casting all these Nexuses. I'm gonna go for the kill next turn. I earned the right to spin my wheels. Oh yeah, it's very easy to misclick with this deck. I've lost like a game or two due to it already. Herp-a-derp-a-derp-a-derp. Herp-a-derp-a-derp. Spinning my wheels. Taking lots of turns. Can I cast this one as well? Wow. I think we just took like 5 extra turns in a turn. Alright, let's just go to the end step and cast the stupid explosion, I guess. Just kill them already. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not going to bother tapping the Azcanta because it takes more time. And we actually have like very limited time to tap all our mana here. If I'm going to try and deck them. I don't know if I have enough time to deck them. I might not. I might just have to kill them normally. That's so heartbreaking. This is the worst timeline, chat. This is the worst timeline. I think we can't do it in time. Uh, 48. So I need like 5 more. It's not gonna let me do it in time. There we go. Your lava runner takes 51. Feels good. Feels hecka great. Wow. Good game, my friend. As Richard Garfield intended. Have I considered any sideboard? You want negates. Other than that, I don't really know. You probably want like some root snares in the sideboard. Milkman. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Oh wow, this hand is messed up. Not quite as messed up as the stack, but... so you want some negates in the sideboard. You probably want a threat of some point, of some kind. Thanks, Dokamoy. Reclaiming that crown. Appreciate you. Appreciate the bits. You probably want some threats of some kind. I've considered like Niv Mizzet or Frilled Mystic. Niv Mizzet has the problem, it's like really hard to cast, because I'm only running 8 red sources. And like you have a gift to help out with that, but Reclamation obviously doesn't help. So, oh my god, Milkman, thank you. You rock. Thank you so much. Reclaiming that crown. They have a knight. Knight's so good against this deck. It means we're going to have to get up to 6 mana to put Reclamation in play, so we can go Reclamation plus Nexus in the same turn. But luckily we have these growth spirals, which are really great for that. Oh my god, Dokamoy. Thank you. Appreciate you too, Marcus. What do I think about Hydro Droid Crisis? I think it's like reasonable. I'm not super excited by the idea, but I think it's like a very reasonable thing to play as an additional threat. I'm just going to take the Cycler. Alright, fire off this growth spiral, keep digging through the deck. I wonder if I can bait them with this Gift of Paradise, see if they knight it. I kind of want to try. I think I'm just gonna bait them with this gift. Oh my god. Milkman, thank you. Thank you for all the bits. The war is real. The war for first place. So if I chill, I take 1 free. This is probably a fine turn to chill. I kind of want to find like a precognition anyway, right? Oh, is that actually the case, Colette? That's amazing. I didn't realize that was the case. Thanks for the heads up. Alright, we need a card draw spell, like, really heckin' soon. Oh, they just made it a 4/3, Jesus. So they have 4, 7, 11, 12. 4, 7, 11, 12. So I guess I have to go off next turn. I feel like I still want to hold the Reclamation. Play around a second night. So we desperately need some card draw here. This is a sort of matchup that's usually very good for us, but it's a lot harder when you don't have like a Precognition or something to help fuel the deck. Oh, that's really good, Jonathan. I didn't realize it did that. That is how it should be. Sadness. Sadness resolves. Grump. Deck kinda did nothing that game, because we couldn't find a Precognition or enough anticipates, what have you. Alright, still climbing. Still winning like a ton more than losing. Is holding too greedy? I don't think it's too greedy to hold the Reclamation. If we draw a Precognition, we can still Precognition plus Reclamation in the same turn, so... Yeah, exactly, Illusions, exactly. Oh my god, Akamai. Thank you for the bits. Ooh. Sounds nice. Doesn't have any ramp, but just like Search on 2 always feels pretty nice. It does feel worse in this deck than Turbofog, because this deck is obviously like more aggressive than Turbofog, because we're much more of like an all-in combo deck. I'm glad you enjoyed them so much, Tokamai. Alright, we got the chill, which is one of the most important things in the matchup. If we find a Reclamation, we're probably pretty well set up to try and win this, but... I'm not clicking the sapling. Ooh, Spear Spewer, that is good against chill. I think I have to ditch this. Oh, this is just what the ladder's like at the moment, George, because it costs no money and it's really good. I think I just have to ditch this. Need to find ramp. That is not ramp. Alright. Feels bad, but we're just going to cast this just to get a search into our graveyard. So that we can flip this search sooner. We don't have like Charter Course, there's nothing to gain from holding the search in this matchup. Alright, really need Reclamation, like very soon. Alright, 3 cards in our yard, so nowhere near Azcanta. Kinda just need their hand to be a bit weak, sadly. There's the Reclamation. Oh, and the spew is really slow. So, I could maybe get there. It's gonna be tough. Oh wow, this kills the Lava Runner. That's actually a really good draw. Kills the Lava Runner and draws 2. So now they need to have enough burn in like their hand and the top of their deck to kill us. Yeah, also flips Azcanta, yep. If we untap, we win. With 2 Nexuses in hand. So we just have to untap here. Interaction. So rare for us to interact. Ooh. I'm just meant to decline this, right? Or else I die to a lightning strike. And if they draw 3, there's no combination of cards that kills me, I believe. Declining is pretty busted. Can confirm. I will say, Risk Factor has felt like one of the worst cards against this deck, because so often by the time they're casting it, it's like, cool, we weren't planning for playing for that much longer anyway. Yeah, I agree, Bobbin. I agree. Alright, so I want to ramp my mana a bit. I can get an Azcanta activation and fire off a Nexus. Oh yeah, Light Up the Stage is just incredible in their deck. It's like such a big improvement to the red decks. I think Light Up the Stage is just better everywhere, pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. I can't activate Azcanta and Nexus anyway, so I might as well Nexus before Azcantering to get it back in the deck. Wilderness Reclamation gives me more Azcanta activations every turn. Okay, I think it's just deterministic now. We have so many Azcanta activations every turn that as long as I don't mess up, they're gonna die, which is nice. I can't play this before activating Azcanta. That's such a tilt. Don't have quite enough mana. The real tilt is having to tap my mana. Tapping mana is the worst. Sick. Oh, it's so busted, Paul. Agree. It's like super dark ritual, draw a card on the turn you draw it, and then it gets even better. Alright, we're tearing through this ladder. I'm gonna head to the bathroom a sec, and then we'll get right back into this. Thank you everyone. Wow. -1 out of 10 is a new low, even for me. Jeez. Wow. Alright, thanks everyone for hanging around and joining me today. You gave me a -10 before, that's true. That is very true. Thanks, Marcus. Yeah, seems fine. Against a slow deck, we have Azcanta. Against a fast deck, we have Chill. Another red deck, of course. Just like mono red everywhere. Good morning, all. Great to see you. Hope your day is going well. Wow, this is so gross. At least we have these uncomfortable chills against their critters. Otherwise, I think we'd be in trouble. Right, we do have to find a Reclamation soon, but with 2 chills in hand, they did not play the Pyromancer. Opponent recognized their mistake. I think I just need to ditch this. I think this is too slow at the moment. We just need a Reclamation. Ooh, that's such a good one. Can I afford to, like, take some time off to cast this, or do I just have to chill? I think I just have to chill and dig for my Reclamation. If we don't cast it this turn, you're never casting it. That's a fair point. I go up to 16, I take 5 down to 11. It's really scary. I think you're right, I just have to do it this turn though. We only take 1 more damage than if we just cast a Chill. And if they have like a bunch more creatures like this Pyromancer, we might want to hold on to the Chill anyway, right? Ooh, that is a good one. It is not a Reclamation. I have 4 mana, I'm gonna go up to 5 this turn. I think I kind of want to ditch that, but I'm not like entirely sure. I think this one's like close. I'm gonna ditch it. Alright, now we can pass, have Chill up. You also like ditching cards that aren't Reclamation, agree. Wow, they only have 2 cards in hand. I think I'm just gonna cast this and then copy it with expansion, just to like cycle this expansion and get some cards in my yard. So I don't feel like I'm gonna have an opportunity to use this expansion for anything powerful, particularly soon. Yeah, exactly, Milkman. I did read your mind. Why wouldn't I read your mind? Okay. Scary. Graveyard. 4 cards. Oh boy. I guess we are chilling again this turn, huh? Try and hit a 2 mana spell off the Chill. Against mono red, the games when you don't have expansion, you're sometimes just like a bit too slow. Not expansion, Reclamation, I mean. As we might be about to witness. Yep. Okay. Somehow we're still alive. For a little longer. 5 cards in yard, so I'm just gonna ditch that. Hey! Oh my god. That's so good. We're so lucky, chat. Right on time. It was great, Bobbin. Can confirm. Alright. Still in this game. Deck is gross. Alright, so if I activate this, I can still Perception. Reset, stop. Yep, I did that. Oh, I did not do that. Thank you. I said I did a thing that I did not do. Right, we just get to Reclamation here, and then we get a bunch of Azcanta activations, or I could Perception to dig 6. I think my life total doesn't matter anymore, so I'm just gonna do this. Like, I either win this turn or I don't. I'm gonna do this. It feels correct to me. I'm not like 100% sure though. Alright, now things get tense. Less tense. We should have gone with Wilderness. Yeah, you might be right. I didn't have time to do the math fully. Anyway, didn't end up mattering, so that's nice. Oh, I could probably kill them this turn. I keep forgetting to like work out whether I can actually just kill my opponent. I'm so unused to killing opponents. David, the 9-month resub, so many months. Thank you for the continued support. It means a ton to me. Hope you're doing well, friend. I guess I can just do this anticipating my instep. Once I've done everything else. Fire up this Nexus. Activate this Azcanta. I know Dokamoy, it's so great. Spinning wheels indefinitely is just the best. It really is, David. Thank you. Alright, fire some of these. I think we just kill them next turn, I imagine. Oh yeah, this has to be lethal. Sure, whatever. Draw 3. Ooh, 4 reclamations, huh? Deck them. Maybe later, maybe later. This opponent didn't GG me, so I'm pretty happy just to kill them normally. I would like to make Platinum at some point today, you know? Or Mythic, rather. What am I talking about, Plat? Oh, did I say I went from Plat 4 to Plat 2? I'm so silly. I posted the wrong thing on Twitter. Went from Diamond. Climbed the Diamond ranks. I'm so silly. So incredibly silly. Just casually underselling myself. Rare occurrence. Oh wow, this hand is busted. It just needs lands. Any hand with like Reclamation in the opener. I think we're dead, chat. I think we lost this game. Right, they didn't have Obsession. So we've got that going for us. Graveyard. Land. Sick. I could fire off the gift this turn, I guess. Kind of want to try and sell that I'm missing land drops. See if I can get them to use a pierce on this. Sick. Alright. Island. That is good. I'm going to keep that. Land drops are great. I'm not going to expose my Reclamation yet. I'm pretty happy just building up my mana here. So, no real reason to expose this Reclamation. I know, Caius, it's so unusual. No obsession. Just never happens. Lands. Lands are so good right now. I would like a land. Do I just try and get the Reclamation through a Spell Pierce here? It costs me 2 life. Could also just hold up this chill. Or like, I could even Perception in the end step. I think I'm just going to Perception in that end step. They aren't pressuring me very much, so I can just take things slow here. And like try and make their counter magic awkward. That is interesting. Right, take 4. This also makes it really hard for them to like tap out for a Tempest Djinn if they draw one, which is nice. Alright, you want to counter this? You do not want to counter this. I'm into that. So now we get to cast Reclamation, and even if they counter it, we get to have Chill Up, which is really strong. Oh wow, it just resolves as well. We have 4 cards in the yard, so I want to flip Azcanta next turn. We did draw a counterspell, that is also relevant. So I guess I'm just going to cycle a Chill and end step. Since they still have 1 for their creatures next turn. Maybe that's overly aggressive. Maybe I can just use these as fogs. I'm in like no huge rush, but I really want to flip Azcanta next turn. Whatever. Alright, pass the turn. We have to be aware every Storm Tamer they have uses up a win condition from our deck. So, currently, this explosion kind of doesn't exist. We only have 2 left in the deck to kill them with, because of the Storm Tamers countering our win conditions. And that being, like, something we can't interact with. I've actually had it come up that I've used up all 3 explosions, but my opponents scooped, because they just assumed I had the 4th one. Alright. We are well on our way. Jeez. Tearing through this. Apparently someone just beat turn 2 Sin Divines of my deck. think this is a keep because we've got the search to dig for our green source. Yeah, it takes a while, Bobbin, but we are tearing through this. We're like 8-2 on the day or something. Alright, having 2 chills in hand is really relevant here. We need this to find a third land for us though. Alright, Azcanta, be kind. Library. It's an excellent card. How is crippling uncomfortable chill so busted? It's pretty busted. Yeah, that makes sense, Grubber. It's also cheap, right? So people can build it easily. Oh my god, Cambo, that's incredible. What time is that at? I hope that's after my stream's done, because I kind of want to watch that. Jade is, like, obviously just the best. 2 PM Pacific. I assume that's, like, 9 or 10 PM or something. Oh, it's 4 hours from now. Awesome. Alright, my stream's gonna finish before 10 PM, people. Heads up. That is a land. I'll keep. I have 3 reclamations, so I can afford to throw one into a tribunal. Obviously, if they don't have the tribunal, it's absurd for me. Hive Mind's so great. Hive Mind, legit. It's weird. I almost want to hold this in hand. To, like, prevent more damage on a future attack. But I also want to, like, hit my land drops and stuff. You knew you'd shut the stream down somehow. Maybe I'm about to be punished for not holding the chill. Never mind, never punished. We great. We great. Oh my god, Takamai. That's kind of amazing. We have so much mana. Just like obscene amounts of mana. And we have this Anticipate to dig for a Nexus. They're attacking for a grand total of 2 damage this turn. They're attacking for a grand total of a lot more than 2 damage this turn. Ooh, this is nice. Put these lands into play. I kind of want to upkeep. Anticipate. So I can flip my Azcanta. I don't know if that's correct or not. It feels pretty correct. Yeah, I think it has to be Skirmit. I imagine it's just like really good. Because now no matter what our Azcanta flips. Hey there, Gusta. Good to see you. Graveyard, transform, draw, growth, spiral, huh? Main phase. Right, so I can fire off a growth spiral, then cast my reclamation, then do nonsense in my end step. See ya, Amy. That growth spiral was actually a desperate ritual. Oh, no, it's a dark ritual. It made 3 mana. It made 4 mana for 2 mana, I guess, technically. Hey there, lassie. Thanks, all. Appreciate you. Let's see if we can find this Nexus so we can not die. Not dying is tech. Hey, we didn't die, chat. We didn't die. Not dying's the best. I'm kind of impressed, Bobbin. I do it off stream all the time. But not missing it on stream. It's like even harder. I guess this kills them next turn. It's probably pretty good. That's true, I almost missed it once, if not for chat. That is very true. .5 seconds is generous. Alright, next turn. Would like to move to my next turn, please, opponent. If I may. These are like desperate rituals, I guess. I did reset this, right? Just gonna do it again to be careful. I'm pretty sure I killed him here, so I'm not sure if the equivalent of maths is for blockers with this, but maths is for people who are getting exploded on, I guess. Maps is for people who are generating less than 50 mana per turn. Accurate. I'm not gonna get fancy, just do 20. It's probably good enough. Enjoy your cards, opponent. Hope it's a nice hand. Alright, we're almost at Mythic. Oh my god, we're 3 wins away. This deck is exceedingly stupid. Agree. It's good and it's absurd in best of 1. I have no idea if it's good in best of 3 or not. We need to figure that one out. It is here over autumn. Ooh, Dex cast got there before me. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well against Red. I think the matchup's like a lot harder than it's looked. I don't know if this hand is actually good enough, but I guess I'm keeping it. Alright. Thanks, Dex. Glad you like it. And we're dead. Game is over. Pack 'em up. Seriously though, I don't think I can win this. They have to draw really badly. You kill the Shalai, and then you kill your opponent. So, as long as you have 2 explosions left in your deck, you can still kill them. Wow. Would people be okay with me scooping? I think our opponents assembled their combo. Mono Blue's like very winnable when they don't have Curious Obsession, but Curious Obsession is a problem. Phyrexian Arena, who would have thought that would be an issue for when we're weak to counter spells? This one's nice. Got some ramp. Right, we don't really need more lands at the moment, so I'm kind of interested in just working towards flipping this search a bit. Oh, I should actually play my land for turn. Sorry, I was a bit distracted for a moment. Alright. Resolves. Alright, fire off this. They're playing Esper. Exciting. Alright, a bit punished for not cycling a chill, because we drew another 3 mana card, but... Oh, this one's a great one to do in their end step to, like, pressure their mana, potentially. Opponent does not know how dead they are, indeed. Hand is pretty nice. So I could just fire off the draw free to tap them out, but I have no way to punish them when I untap if they tap out. So I think I'm just gonna chill instead. They're also, like, not threatening to do anything in my turn, right? So I think this is fine. They're gonna Teferi, or they're gonna hold up from type 5 mana for their own perception. I'm gonna fire this off. I don't want them, like, casting their own perception this turn. If they counter this, we can threaten to Nexus. Potentially. Right, this is not a land. Now we hold up the Nexus for that end step. Oh yeah, Azcanta is absurd in this matchup. It's like very hard for them to beat. Alright. Maybe I just want to chill to flip my Azcanta. Maybe this is wrong. This might be wrong. Flipping Azcanta and getting in activations when they're not doing anything is like really powerful. Oh yeah, I could have done this in response to the trigger, you're right. But I really want this Reclamation, so I'm going to keep it on top. We're going to see if we can kill them. If they don't have a negate, they die, probably. They do not have a negate. pretty sure they're dead now. We'll see. It's not like deterministic, but we're gonna get so far ahead that like they probably just don't have enough resources to deal with this. I really want to flip this Azcanta. Obviously this is a great card here though. I think I'm gonna dump this just to flip the Azcanta. You think Perception is better this time? Oh, it's a really pretty card. I agree. Alright, I'll keep it. I'm not like 100% convinced, but I think it's fine to keep. It hits our land drop too, potentially, which is nice. I'm just bottoming anything that isn't a Nexus. We'll probably draw a land anyway, most likely. Regret. So I grab a land, it means I get to anticipate towards a Nexus. Hey. And now things get very easy, because we get to flip our Azcanta and have so much mana, and apparently have a Nexus on top of our library, because that's realistic. We actually want to activate Azcanta before casting Nexus, weirdly, because we can hit another Wilderness Reclamation. Thanks to the host. Just take the Perception. Help me hit my land drops here, potentially. But I think this turn I'm just activating Azcanta again and getting this gift in play. Yeah, you have to do that. It's like really awkward, but I think Arena's just not used to the idea of people taking more than one turn in a row. Which, you know, is understandable, I guess. A reasonable problem for it to have. Is this lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 16, so no. So I guess I'll just take this instead. Thanks, Wincon. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed playing it. Right, just taking the Nexus. It's another turn. Afternoon, Mountain Mage. Good to see you. Hey, Phil. Yeah, exactly, Bob, and it's really weird. It's like very strange. Well, that makes sense, Squirmit. It's showing the indicator, it just hasn't swapped back because it hasn't swapped your opponent's turn. Maybe Zachary. That's a fair point. Just checking something a sec. Sorry, I'm just checking something. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. This hand is potentially insane. Yeah, I think we keep this because it's really high upside. And against the aggressive decks, we have some chills to buy time. You could just ban Nexus so that. Please no, I love Nexus. Nexus makes me so happy. I just want to take turns, you know? Where is my opponent? I assume I have an opponent. That is true, Lassie. That is true. These things happen. You'd love to play this on paper. It seems wild. Also, like, tapping mana for explosions so much smoother in paper, which is kind of appealing. Like, that's the one awkward thing about this deck. Floating mana is, like, a bit clunky on Arena sometimes. Alright, I think these uncomfortable chills are going to be good. Don't know about you, chat, but I think these chills are going to be decent. I'm pretty sure I just want to... If I Reclamation and they Tribunal it, I'm kind of sad. I can just build to 6 mana and keep this safe in my hand. That's probably fine. I'm just going to do that. At least for now. I don't think I'm under any pressure to play the Reclamation, so I can keep it in hand until we're at 6 mana. Gift into Chill seems good, but I don't really want to get it Tribunaled. If I can help it. Can we afford to Perception this turn? I only take 6 next turn. They have a Reinforcements, it's really bad for me, but I think I just want to resolve this. To dig for a Nexus. And then Nexus means we can, like, potentially do some nonsense next turn. I did bobbin. Someone told me that in chat earlier, so I changed how I've been doing things. It was a nice upgrade. That is another 2-2. Them not having a Marshal was really good. Makes their team a lot less threatening. Kinda regretting not keeping it Azcanta at this point. And is not panning out terribly amazingly. I wonder if I just need to play the Reclamation. Exposing it's pretty sad. They only have 1 card left in hand. I feel like there's like a non-zero chance they just Tribunaled the gift anyway. At the very least, it lets me fire off a mini explosion in end step to draw some cards. Which I'm kind of into. Just like draw free off this explosion. Kill Snubby or a 2-2. It's like the same damage regardless. I guess. Over the course of 2 turns. Maybe I'm just meant to kill a 2-2 on that basis. Because there's no way we get a 3rd turn. Alright. So, oh wait, these are knights? Huh. Alright, this got scarier than I thought it would be. This is still fine, like, still whatever, but... Or we could die. I mean, we could not beat Pride of Conquerors, unless we got more aggressive. If I got more aggressive and slammed the Reclamation, maybe I beat it, but I think playing around Tribunal was wise. I double chill, that's true, I could have double chilled to beat Pride of Conquerors. And then hope to rip the Nexus and try and go off. Could also have played Fog. The Fogs are so bad in so many matchups though. Once you're not playing Teferi, you don't actually need Fogs anyway. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. It's awkward, but... Fog doesn't draw cards, exactly. The whole deck is mana and card draw. Oh, that's fair, Zachary. Maybe that was better. I actually don't hate that line. Alright, we are playing the Mirror. I guess they could also be on Esper, but you know. Nexus Mirror would be great. Ooh. This is exciting. Opponent is doing something. I got an Azcanta. It's great. Yeah, this is more Storm than Turbo Fog. I agree with that assessment. We're like actually just playing a combo deck. Alright, just need a Reclamation, and our hand is great. Obviously it's scary if they have a bunch of counter magic in hand, but we've got Nexuses to fight with that. Are they going to hold up Chemist's Insight? This is like a good card. I kind of want to dump it so I can find something to do this turn. So I already have one. And finding a piece of ramp this turn would be so strong. I'm gonna ditch this. I'm not sure if it's correct. I assume it's like a very good card in the matchup, whatever it is they're playing. But alright, am I just copying this? Yeah, this deck wins with Explosion. If I copy this, I don't have a counterspell in my hand anymore, but it gets a card in my yard and just digs me towards like potential ramp spells, which could get me to this Nexus sooner. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. First Dovin I've seen in Plat so far. Why the Temur version over the Bant version? I'm finding it more fun. I'm winning with it, so like it's kind of hard to stop playing it. I think it's like very powerful. It's really sweet that the whole deck is card draw and mana. Like it's really focused. You're basically playing a combo deck in Standard, which is really fun. Strategic reason? I mean, I have been winning with it more than I was winning with the Bant versions. I find it hard to articulate exactly why though. I could just resolve my draw free here. Whilst they're tapped low. Then I just have to discard, but discarding flips this, huh? Alright, I'm into it. This flips my Azcanta, because I get to discard. And then suddenly I have 7 mana next turn, thanks to Azcanta, which makes what I have going on a lot more threatening. In before binding. I mean, then they'd have to have a negate for the Reclamation or they die. Because Reclamation is like Dark Ritual here. With 6 mana. Yeah, I'm wondering about that, Jovens. Joven seems orc against the red decks. I do not need another land. I would, however, like to transform my Azcanta. And I think I just passed the turn here. Depending on what they do, I can either like end step at Nexus, or go like Azcanta activation plus chill their Thopters. Oh yeah, expansion being negate is like so absurd against control decks. It comes up so often that you use expansion to help like resolve a Wilderness Reclamation. And they die. Awesome. Awesome. Game over. This is the best part of the games. When your opponent just lets you kill them. It's possible I could have resolved this turn. This might have been slightly bad. So I'm going to end step. I guess I Nexus before Azcantering to put the Nexus back in the deck. We've actually been beating Burn a surprising amount. I think the matchup against Burn is not particularly great, but you do just outrace them sometimes. Like, you can turn 5 kill a fair amount, and you have like some light interaction, some life gain, some like interaction with their creatures. So even though the matchup's not great, it's like very winnable. I don't want it to accidentally tap my Azcanta, so I'm just going to do this manually. Oh, this is maybe bad. I can't put a Reclamation into play because of the sequencing, if I find one. Alright. Untap. Put this back in the deck. No, I do not want to tap my Azcanta Arena as much as you want me to. Grab this Nexus. I don't want to upkeep the Nexus because I can find a Reclamation of the Azcanta, in which case I'll need the mana to cast the Reclamation. I should maybe have taken the Nexus there, but this is still great. Reset, stop. Done. You should do other auto. That's a good plan. What's our record total today? I haven't been keeping track. If I had to guess, it's something like 9-3 or something. We've climbed a whole rank today. I feel like we've not lost that many matches. In the process. The aim is to hit Mythic today, which I feel is very achievable. Hey, WinCon. And now they die. I guess I could have taken the Reclamation there. It doesn't really matter. They're just dead. Regardless of what I do here. They are dead. Let the Dovin deck win. One day the Dovin deck will win, but that day is not today. I have seen no Dovin in Standard until today. And it looked like fairly whatever today. But admittedly, a lot of cards look pretty whatever against this deck. Like, the number of things that matter against this deck, the things that matter a lot, and then everything else kind of just doesn't. So... Explosion. Do it for a nice 30 damage, I guess. Oh, that makes sense, Lassie. That's pretty scary. Alright, climbing again. Only 3 wins away again. Hopefully, we'll hit Mythic some point soon. Oh my god. Phil's comment in the Discord is ridiculous. The drawing 30 cards animation is awesome. The way it like contracts all the card draws into a really short period of time. I think this is actually a keep, even though it doesn't do anything till turn 4. On turn 5 we just like take 2 extra turns at a baseline, so... The one where he's just completely lying, yeah. That exact one. I'm gonna play an island here. If they're on Nexus, we can maybe copy an exploration. Oh, god damn it. Ooh, they have counter spells in that deck. That means that's pretty scary. Or Knight of Autumns. Either or, both are really scary for us. I wonder if I meant to try and play around Knight of Autumn, whether that's realistic or not. It's probably not realistic. They're attacking for 7 next turn. I probably just have to put this in play and cross my fingers that they don't have Knight. Bance Golgari, it does seem like that. Maybe like Merfolk, some weird Merfolk list, since you get to play all the Explore creatures in Merfolk. Ugh. Yep. That is a beating. Can confirm. One card in yard. I guess I just have to copy this chill. Enchantment hate deck. Yeah, that's the one. If people start playing lots of Knight of Autumn's main deck, I think this deck gets significantly worse. Which is unfortunate. My Knight betraying me constantly. Yikes. Alright, well, this is not great for me. If we draw a Reclamation, I can try and go off. Sometimes the stream just isn't even real. Don't know what to tell you, folks. Don't know what to tell you. Better lucky, I guess. I need blue mana left up afterwards, so I can cast Search. bottoming in anything that isn't Nexus and hoping to hit a land, I guess. We successfully hit a land, can confirm. Four cards in yard, we're nowhere close to flipping the search. Ugh. I think I have to... God damn, I've already used up an expansion explosion. If I graveyard that, I can't actually use this to draw cards. So I think I have to keep it. Which really sucks. Like, we literally don't have a win con left unless I keep this, so... So I can draw 5 here. If I hit Nexus, that's good. If I hit Chill, that's probably good. I think that means I'm dead. Sadly. So close. So close. If we hit like one more spell off that precognition, maybe we get there. But hitting 3 lands after scrying 3 lands to the bottom was rough. Nine cards of the last 11 lands. I mean, it happens. It's Magic, right? Alright, I keep basically any hand with Reclamation because it's just the best card in the deck by a million miles. It's like much easier to win when you don't have to dig for it. This is a 7-land hand, but you don't need much for it to be good, right? Not having to dig for Nexus is a real upside. Not having to dig for Reclamation, I mean, is a real upside. Drawing a 3rd gift was somehow worse than drawing a land. We need to not die on that turn 5. We do. We don't seem to be dying though, currently. Ooh, I could just... Oh wait, I get to Reclamation into Perception. That's real heckin' great. So even if they Tribunal this, I probably set up to kill them on my next turn. I guess they could Binding me. Yeah, maybe I'm just meant to double gift there, so I can play around Binding. Anyway, next time we go off. Or attempt to. Oh, that helps a ton. Oh, I maybe have snuck down a gift. I'm being a bit too fast and loose today. Could have done the maths on an extra gift. I don't think it's gonna matter. I think our hand is like pretty unreasonable, but... And we also just like don't have much to do with our mana. So I don't know how much the extra mana matters anyway. Hey there, Charlotte. Great to see you. Alright, so I definitely want Search down. I guess I want Reclamation down more than I want Gifts in play too. Sure, Paul. Feel free to rant about Soaring. I don't think you ranting about Soaring is gonna get Charlotte to ban Soaring though, so... Sorry. Sorry for the bad news. I have nothing to do with all this mana. What is not a thing to do with all this mana? That is kind of a thing to do with a portion of this mana. Alright, if they have another Tribunal, I feel kind of sad, but it's possible. I'm just meant to cycle this. I'm only stopping 3 damage. Maybe this is just silly. This is probably just nonsense. I'm probably just meant to main phase this and not let them Tribunal my Azcanta. Oh my god, facts. The Masterpiece Soaring is so pretty though. Ooh, I am okay with this. Just cast an elephant with your turn. So how much damage do they have on board? Can I afford to just cycle this without 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? I think I can afford to just cycle this. Just to dig a card deeper and try and go off here. Jesus. Oh, they're dead. So that's nice. Chickens hatching, etc. Hey. That is some mana. That is some turns. I'm a fan of both mana and turns. I think they die next turn as well. Just to make this nice and quick, like. Why is Precog so good? I don't know. Precog's just... I always thought Jace's Ingenuity was really underrated back when that was in Standard, to be fair. Like, obviously it's just strictly better Jace's Ingenuity. Alright. I believe they're dead. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 36. That would be a yes. Right, get some mana floating over here. I don't bother tapping the Azcanta because it like brings up an animation of the land, it just takes longer. Cool. Scrying for free is hard? It isn't. You go, are these Nexus of Fate? No. Put them all to the bottom. It's easy. Sometimes you keep Anticipate. Anticipate's a fine thing to keep. This sound is great. Got the Reclamation, got some card draw. Got a chill to buy us time. I had not, in fact, finished showing my opponent how they die. Can confirm. Ooh, I'm good on Azcanta. Do like me in Azcanta. Oh yeah, it was 1 growth away from being stupid, for sure. Squirm it. Ooh, early Heffalump. Huh. Casting the Reclamation this turn, but then I get to go... Oh no, I'm casting it next turn, so I get to do this turn. And go this into Anticipate and just build my mana up. I think this is good. Get to do it main phase. This turn I get to anticipate, probably just digging for a land or a Nexus. Next turn I get to chill. I don't think I'm gonna have enough breathing room to play around Tribunal necessarily this game. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna have enough breathing room to play around Tribunal, which is unfortunate. Huh. If that's the case, I probably have to take the Nexus. I removed the Arch Varazka. The Arch Varazka was really bad, but the rest of the main deck I've just been like so happy with. I haven't changed anything. Okay, this is... Do I just have to do this time? They only have one card in hand, but it's so likely to be a Tribunal. It's either Tribunal or land, right? Or an Elephant, I guess. Because if I find the 6th land, I get to go Reclamation Nexus, and then I get to go Precognition to dig for the next Nexus. I think this is tough. This is like the hardest turn in the game. The thing is, I'm not even guaranteed to find a land. I only get 3 looks. I'm gonna play this. I only get 3 looks at a land anyway, and if I untap with a Reclamation in play, it makes going off so much easier. But obviously if they have a Tribunal, it's really problematic. Interesting. Does that kill me? I guess we find out. I assume it doesn't, but could easily be wrong here. Sick. And now we kill them. Graveyard. 10-step stop. So I get to go Perception into Nexus here. Get rid of all 3 lands. We already have a land drop for next turn. Tap. Fire off the Nexus. Definitely graveyarding it. It's not good enough to save us here. Okay, Growth Spiral is 0 mana, so I'm going to start with that. Oh, maybe that's good enough. How much do I take if I copy chill? Take 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. I think I'm meant to keep the chill, because I can potentially use that to not die if I don't hit Nexus. I take 1, 2, 3, 4. So they need to draw like an Anthem to kill me. So I'm just going to pass the turn. This is kind of sick. Sweet sequence. Alright, sorry, just had something to respond to there. I don't know if my opponent's dead here. It's gotta be pretty good for me though. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 10, plus 10. We're actually a bit short, okay. So I can fire off this gift, activate the Azcanta. I think we were a bit short, weren't we? We were like 2 short of killing them that turn. I did the maths kind of hastily. Needed 25 mana to kill, yeah. But I had 26. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I probably got the maths wrong. I was doing it kind of hastily. I'm just like multitasking a bit. We're probably winning off Nexuses that turn anyway. I mean, this has Reclamation and Azcanta. It just needs green source and lands. So I'm gonna keep. We found the green source. Alright, we just need to not die now. So you basically lose to all of Mono Red's super strong hands, but our hand is really powerful. So if they have like a medium hand, we should win this. Hey there, Gra. Good to see you. Ooh. Interesting. I am unsure what I meant to do here. So I'm going to 13, I can go to 9. I guess the creatures don't matter too much because of this chill. You think I just let them draw? Yeah, normally I always let them draw, but it's very rare for them to fire it off turn 3 like that, and it makes it kind of weird. This is like really good once we get going. I kind of want to graveyard it to dig for another chill though. You think I decline on the first one? Okay, interesting. Alright, go to 6. Am I dead? Okay, I'm on 3. Wow, we're so lucky. Right, well we need them to not draw a burn spell in like their top 10 million cards, but next turn we go off. So we're dead to shock. Yeah, this is pretty typical. They're really strong hands you just can't reasonably beat, especially when you're on the draw. Hey there, Saurax. Good to see you. God, we climbed a whole rank, but we're stalling out in the middle of this one. We kind of broken even on our last several games here. After like a massive win streak. If I decline, I could have won this one. I mean, I only need to draw 4 points of burn, right? Which isn't that unlikely. I think I still like just taking 4 off it, but it's kind of hard. Okay, this sounds great. Missing some combo pieces, obviously, but got very good mana. Ooh, the mirror. Against the mirror, I kind of wonder if I want to Growth Spiral rather than Search this turn. I guess it's not necessarily the mirror. I don't know, I'm not convinced this is like necessarily correct. If I Growth Spiral, I get to go gift in, and I hit a land, I can go gift into search next turn anyway, is the thing. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. If I hit a land, I get to go gift into search next turn anyway, so... They do not have a Reclamation. So, we have that going for us. You're hyped for Sultai Kadana's Climb? Hodana's Climb is sweet. This is a lot of viewers, Max. It's exciting. I'm very happy about it. So I think I want to just go gift plus search here. Like, ramps my mana whilst getting the search cry online. They luckily don't have a Reclamation yet, which means we have a tiny bit more time here. Ooh, this is fun. I haven't placed a Hydroid Crisis yet today. I think I'm meant to keep this. This is so many looks towards a Reclamation. So I'm definitely bottoming these, I believe. This is like a cheap thing that helps dig for Reclamation, so I think I'm going to keep it. But I'm not convinced that's correct. Anticipate just like digs so deep, you know? You love the Crisis. The Crisis is sweet, Dokamoy. It's a really cool card. Aw, thanks, Obomobo. Glad you're enjoying it so much. I'm happy I decided to stream Standard today. I almost ended up just streaming like New Modern now that KCI is gone, but eep. Alright, we might just die. It's possible we die here. Yep. Alright, gonna make them go off for at least a turn or two. Because if we have untap, we're in like potentially a pretty good situation. And they don't have any way to like, they haven't shown us any like stream card draw. It is hard to justify Nexus of Fate in Modern, can confirm. As someone who's registered a lot of time warps in Modern. Hey, Other Autumn. Alright, they get a fair few looks here. Is this Andrew Cunha made a blue-green list? They might be playing his one. Nexus is perfectly fine in Modern. Right. Normally I don't make Nexus people play it out, because like, I know what it's like from the other side. But this is far from deterministic from them, so I'm kind of forced to. Just relax and let the Crisis do its thing. It'll be over soon. Eep. Alright. That's pretty strong with like the Arch of Orzhov. What about Reclamation in Modern? Ooh, Detri. thank you for coming in, Night of Autumn. I appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Everyone get some love in chat for our new knight. The support means a ton to me, Detry. Thank you. Oh, what about Reclamation in Modern? So what would you be looking to do with Reclamation in Modern, I guess, is the question. And what would make it better than, like, Amulet of Vigor, I guess? Aw, thanks, Detry. I really, really appreciate that. I'm really happy to hear that you're able to do that. Ooh, the blink might be the end of us. I guess we need to draw specifically Reclamation. Every time I say that, normally I end up drawing it, so... Right. It is our turn at last. Can confirm. Alright. I think if they untap, they probably kill me here, but... I guess we gotta try. That is true. Ooh, spicy. Alright. I'm willing to just call this GG, I think. They get to untap, activate Arch a million times, attack us to 2. I find it hard to believe we don't lose that. I kind of want to move on. Exclamation mark, moving on with our lives. Oh, I just want to hit Mythic. I need to hit Mythic today. I'm so close. I was like Diamond 4 yesterday when I started playing this deck. Keep. And it's great. We need lands, but if we draw lands, this pans out really nicely. That is a Tecatli Honor Guard. Resolves. You may have an Honor Guard. The mightiest 1/3 in all the land. As someone who's lost a lot to Tecatli Honor Guard in their life, it's pretty nice not losing to Tecatli Honor Guard for once in my life. That is accurate, Paul. I don't really want to... If this gets binding, it's so bad for me. So I could just wait. But I'm pretty far from going off. I guess they're pretty far from killing me. I'm gonna do it. If it gets binding, it's pretty heartbreaking. If it gets tribunal, it's kind of whatever though. It's like specifically binding that I actually care about. I want the most possible looks at my 5th land. So I think I'm gonna Growth Spiral copy it. So I think I'm just not uncomfortable chilling this turn. Or they could also have Mortify, that's true. But again, it's like, Mortify is like whatever. It's just binding I care about, because... Oh wait, I can't actually copy this? I'm so silly. Wow, Autumn. Wow. Wow. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? You're not dumb, Illusions, it's just... I've been playing too much of this deck, I guess. I'm gonna keep this in hand, I think it's a good card. At the moment. Kinda want access to the effect. Right. It's tempting to keep a land, but we get 3 looks at our 6th land here. And I want to dig for Nexus really aggressively. So I'm just gonna pass the turn, right? And like chill, copy chill. Alright, resolve, pass the turn. Precog into 3 lands. I mean, that's 3 less lands in the deck, right? 3 cards closer to a Nexus. Could be worse. Before Shalai for Sweet Cry. We don't actually care about Shalai, as long as we have 2 of these in our deck. We need 2 of these in our deck to beat a Shalai, but it's like very doable. Alright, here we go. Hey, we got there. So lucky. And now the game is over. You don't need to hold priority to cast expansion. It auto does the priority for you. If you have the ability to cast the expansion, it will give you priority to cast the expansion. That is a Nexus. I would like a Nexus. This is a 0 mana, a draw card, but a land in play. Have more mana in future turns, so I'm going to keep that too. So you get to go Growth Spiral. This into play. Cast my Azcanta. It's basically impossible for us not to go off here, so I'm just going to pay the 2 life rather than doing the maths on whether I need to pay the 2 life. Because I just don't think we can actually whiff anymore, realistically. Okay, we did actually want the mana, that is good. I look less silly. Or I avoid looking silly, I guess. That's what I mean. I don't have a land for next turn currently, so I guess I take this over a chill, considering we're flipping Azcanta next turn. Yeah, I think it's pretty new Milo. Makes the deck a lot easier to play. Makes expansion a lot easier to play, too. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess we could kill them. I kind of just want to hit Mythic today, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill them. And be boring. Sorry, folks. I want to actually hit Mythic at some point today, so... Today is Mythic Day, not toying with my food day, exactly. So, 24... So we do 20... I don't know what you could possibly be talking about, Dokamoy. I remember no such occurrence. I might go for the decking kill on the final win to hit Mythic, to make it more tense. If you're gonna kill them, you might as well let them have 20 cards as they go out, you know? It's just polite. There's actually a clip, damn. I may have to post that one on Twitter later. It's a nice clip. Alright. So they have the Knight of Autumn, damn. That card is so good against us. Alright, well I guess we're just Growth Spiraling then. You can't accidentally deck, yeah. That's half the reason I do it, if I'm being honest. Yikes. Ooh, they ditched the Mortify, thank God. They do not know what we're on. I think Esper seems really good, Skepti. I want to give it a try at some point. I think Esper could actually be kind of legit. But I'm obsessed with Fogs for the time being. Spinning Mortify, I mean we're dead, perhaps. I really want to get greedy and fire this off. And try and hit my land drop this way. Thank you. This means we get to chill. I didn't Abomo, I need to look at that later. I haven't looked through the 5-0s yet. I'm sure there was some, like, true spice in there. I think Hero Precinct 1 is an incredibly strong card, so I'm not surprised that that's seeing some play. That's one of those cards that I feel isn't seeing enough play at the moment. Unmoored Ego is very good against this deck, yes, but lots of people do not main deck Unmoored Ego, so you have, like, that on your side at least. Sick Flan there would have let me go off. Uncomfortable Chill still keeps me alive though. So I can fire off this and then just chill. Awkward. Alright. Well. 7. Yeah, they've exactly lethal. Chill is a Time Walk killer. If we draw a land, we get to go Reclamation Nexus. Thank you. Now we try and go off. We've been through 2 chills, so if we don't go off successfully, we might be in some trouble. Okay, end step stop. Reclamation. Some mana. Oh, Growth Spiral post chill. Yeah, maybe that was better. I think you're correct. Luckily it didn't end up mattering, but I think you're correct. That's slightly better sequencing. Right, so I want to Perception. Just ditch anything that isn't Nexus. Hope to hit a land drop as part of this, so that I can fire off this Anticipate. Damn. Alright, so does Uncomfortable Chill save us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does. So we're looking for Uncomfortable Chill now, I guess. With this Anticipate. I haven't used up an expansion yet, so I'm just going to copy the Anticipate, I think. In which case I might as well do it in their turn. So I get 2 Anticipates towards my 3rd chill to stay alive here. Awesome. I do get to kill my Reclamation, which is like a bit of a problem. But we are not dead. Hey, perfect draws, like always. Why wouldn't we draw perfect? Alright, I think I'll just get the Azcanta in play. I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so I can't Perception. Cool. We are exceedingly lucky here, Squirmit. I'm not gonna lie. Sick. That game was tight. Damn. We managed to beat the Might of Autumn by like delaying our combo a bit. 2 more wins. This is the closest we've got. 2 more wins to Mythic. I'm starting my my new series, Diamond 1 to Mythic. Hopefully it will not be very long-lived. This seems great. Got a growth spiral. Yeah, that was an early concession. I think they could have waited a bit on that concession, given us 1 more turn. It's like possible we still live there. But it's also like reasonable that they want to get on with their life, right? Rather than wait for us to spin our wheels. Alright, Reclamation was the best possible. We now have the actual God Hand. We have the potential turn 4 kill. Alright. That's a scary magic card. But I think we're gonna be fine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very happy with the turn 4 kill against this draw. Yep. I'm just gonna fire off this chill here to try and dig me towards my land drops. And now we go for the turn 4. Just playing a modern deck over here. Alright, I think I get to play a gift, right? Pretty sure I do. But I might get to play 2 gifts. I should just get to play 2. This is so absurd. And then like immediately fire off my end step Nexus. And we've gained so much life that even if we pass the turn back, we probably don't die. This is pretty unreasonable. You're not wrong. 3 lands to the bottom. Alright. We might lose this. I guess. Luck had to run out eventually, I guess. Yeah. Demon Turbo. Oh. I mean, that's a rebuy, I guess. Arena keeping it exciting. Alright, I would love to draw a Precognition here. Arena. Stop keeping it so exciting. No. That was not a good Precognition. Apparently our 5 mana draw 6 was not enough. Alright. It was pretty close to a 5-mana draw 0. It really was. Really was. I need to hit Mythic. I'm so close. Basically every game we've lost today is because we've drawn 3 lands off our Precognition. It's kind of surreal. 5-mana scry, 3 draw 0. Keep. This is like a bit awkward, but with the Azcanta to dig for lands, I think it's pretty clearly a keep. We just have to hope we run hot. Another red deck, huh? Alright. Come on, Azcanta. You got some work to do. Got some lands to find. We were holding onto their shock to pump the Steam Can, huh? Smart. Not like this. Mm-hmm. What is this? Steamkin combo. It's got a Phoenix, huh? I think we might be dead, chat. We take 8. I could probably scoop this one, but I kind of want to watch them do their thing, because their deck seems curious. Another Phoenix, yep. Yeah, this has my attention too, Max. This is sweet. Oh my god. This matchup has to be unwinnable for us, even if we do hit lands. Wow. That was pretty gas. Freaking Skewer is a really good card. For sure. A really powerful addition to the format. Alright, we have Reclamation and keeping. I'm probably going to lead with Island for my info. Doesn't really matter. Alright, playing some sort of mirror, not having Spiral or Search stings in the mirror, but... Ooh. They're gonna Spiral and we're gonna copy it. And then we get to cast our Anticipate. Jesus, this is so good. Alright, a lot of this matchup is hoping that your opponent fizzles. once they get their reclamation in place, so we do want this land. We want to hit our land drops since we've got the reclamation anyway. There's an argument for taking the second reclamation in case they play a Teferi. I think this is fine. We've got a draw free that draws us into the reclamation after they tuck it, right? So. Oh my god. Max, that would be incredible. Crack my fetch land, skew at you. Taste it. Alright. We need to not die. Which is a big ask. I've seen them whiff like plenty of times here though. Lots of the banned lists aren't running Perception, which makes them less consistent at killing on like turn 5 or turn 4. Eep. I'm actually just going to fire off my draw free because I'm bored and want to just F6 here. I don't know, Abomobo. I think both are like pretty reasonable ways to build the deck. I've been having more success with this list than I was having with Bant, but like, if someone was to play Bant, I think that's very reasonable. Like, the Bant Nexus deck is incredibly powerful. Alright, we just have to hope they whiff here. They are far from deterministic at this point. If we untap, we probably win with like second reclamation plus 2 Nexuses. So, just gonna give them a few turns. Ooh, that's a nice addition. That's really sweet. You worry a lot less when you play Temur than Bant. Yeah, it feels like you have a lot more control over your own destiny sometimes. Oh yeah, that card's really messed up over Autumn. Deeply unpleasant to play against. Yeah, Clark, you have to do it really quickly. You kind of get used to it after a while, but it's not ideal. Alright, I'm gonna give them a couple more turns. Once they flip Azcanta, we might scoop, but again, far from deterministic at this point. And once we untap, our hand is ludicrous. If we untap. I'm gonna use this moment to catch up on my Discord. God, my mods are so great. Shout out to my mods. Ooh, they don't have Nexus mana here, I believe. Alright, if they don't have a counterspell in hand, I think we win. Even if they do, we have expansion to fight over it, so... Yeah, Max, for sure. I'm really happy with the community we've built. I think it's like just generally really positive and healthy. Can't expansion a Lizard Wizard, isn't that the truth? Oh my god, sharp. Alright, graveyard. Grove Spiral. Should set my stops. Ooh. Interesting. So this turn we just Nexus again. And then next turn I can go for an explosion. So I'm going to tap mana, and then cast Nexus, post untap, so I have expansion back up. I guess I could just fire this off now. I'm just gonna wait. I still don't know that they aren't like free reclamations, oh lord, yeah. Free reclamations is really disgusting. Graveyard, transform. So they're on 18, so I don't need all this mana, so I can afford to dig for a Nexus. You can't expansion a Nexus of Fate. You can expansion a counterspell to protect a Nexus of Fate though, which was what I was talking about. I'm just gonna keep playing as if they have a counterspell. Like, I see no reason not to keep playing around that since we've been playing around it this whole time. Cool. And since we can like very easily beat a counterspell here if we want to. Alright, I'm gonna head to the bathroom a sec, and then I'll come back and we'll make the final push for Mythic. We're so close. We're so incredibly close. Back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. Thank you everyone for hanging around. Appreciate you all choosing to spend your evening hanging out here. Watching the sweet Nexus of Fate deck. Also, I got an 8 out of 10 U score, which is like far above the norm for me recently. I'll take it. I think this deck's very good, Singe. A lot of the games are like played on pretty thin margins. You have to get your sequencing really good, but I think it's very powerful. At least in best of one. I do not think this is a keep. No ramp, no reclamation. Right. And a green source, perfect. Yeah, I think it's a lot worse in best of 3, but I've not tried it out in best of 3, so I might be underselling it. But I'm specifically trying to climb in best of 1 at the moment, so. That's so weird, seeing quotes. I'm sorry that's happening to you. I've not heard of that before. Alright, let's find this 4th land. Please, let's find this 4th land. Oh my god, I'm happy to take 2 life for this. Getting a reclamation down this turn is so stupid. They're gonna be the same ladder shop. I don't know, has best of 3 ladder been added yet? Happens next season. Okay, that was what I figured. Ooh, I can expansion the shock to kill the Steamkin. Do I just want to do that? Next turn the explosion draws 4 cards and kills the Steamkin, so I probably don't. I probably don't want to do that, because I can just explosion it down next turn. Oh, that's interesting, Cambo. That's a good way for them to do it. Right, do I want to anticipate into a land? Kind of. If I brick on the land, I don't get to kill this, though. It's, like, kind of risky. Like, killing this might just be enough to win me the game anyway. I think I'm going to take the risk, but I can see this being incorrect. Alright. Now we get to kill the Steamy. X equals 4. Steamkin down, we draw 4. I should set us really nicely up. Yeah, we got 2 gain freeze and a chill. So I think we should win this. Unless things go really weird. Yeah, I think that's likely correct, Cambo. I would be surprised if that's not correct. Alright. I think I can afford to play this slow. And just get down my gifts and pass the turn. It's like really hard to get punished for this. Because I got this chill, which makes their creatures irrelevant. It means I get to untap a million mana. Yeah, Cambo for sure. I had multiple tournaments which I did really well in with green-black, but like my game 1 run rate was appalling. Kinda want reclamation, but I guess I'm tapping out for this in my main phase. I'm unsure. Oh, that makes things really easy. Now they die. So I can put this Nexus back in my deck. And then because we've got Azcanta active, I don't think I need the Scries off this Perception. I'm just going to fire it off as a draw free. Because Azcanta is going to be good enough on its own, I think. For finding Nexuses. Graveyard. Transform. End step stop. It's possible I can just kill them this turn. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, so 10, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, they're just dead this turn. Provided I can do this quickly enough. Classic 30 damage explosion, good standard format. Yeet. It's a bit nonsense. I guess I want to get to Mythic soon. I'm just going to be boring and do this for 20. So I can actually get to Mythic at some point today. I think we're 2 wins away, aren't we, Paul? It's either 1 or 2. Yeah, it's 2 wins away. I'm interested in seeing that 2 Milkman. Standard's wild at the moment. The drawing animation is beautiful. It's even better when you make them draw like 40 cards in a turn. Yeah, it's really, really satisfying. It's hard to explain exactly why, but it really is. Huh. I think this is a keep, but this obviously has problems. Oh, Magnus, sick. I'm glad to hear that. Well done. Glad it's treating you well. I feel sorry for your opponents, but I'm just gonna fire off Anticipate this turn to hit my land drop. Guaranteed next turn. So I can gift next turn. Oh my god, this is such a good card. I think I just have to take a land drop though. With all these perceptions in hand, I can like dig for a Reclamation later. And they haven't come out to the fastest start, so we're not in a huge rush to get the Reclamation in play. Right, we really want to draw a land next turn, so I can fire off a Perception. If we draw a land next turn, we're just in an amazing position. Otherwise, this could be interesting. Huh. Okay. This is so rough if they have Tribunal, but I think I'm meant to go for it, because I'm also scared of reinforcements. And playing this turn gives us a shot at racing reinforcements. And at the very least, if they tap out to remove the Reclamation, they aren't, like, developing their board as much. Yeah, we're going to Expansion Growth Spiral, Milkman. That's the plan. Ooh, seeing quotes. That's pretty hype. Hope you managed to build it soon. Yeah, they had the Tribunal. That was rough. Alright. I mean, I think I like going for it there, just because I'm really scared of heroic reinforcements. but obviously that was quite punishing. Land, please. Thank you. So next turn they have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we definitely die to some stuff next turn. I'm going to fire off this turn, I think, to play around a second Tribunal. Because we can actually beat Tribunal pretty easily here. If we hit the 6th land, we just get to go Reclamation into Nexus, and then try and go off, so... Huh. Chill is interesting. I think I'm meant to keep it. I'm not like 100% sure. Oh, they can Tribunal our gift. They can. Good point. Yeah. That is true. I guess there's an argument for me keeping the second land there then. To play around that. If they have reinforcements, I die. They apparently do not. Okay. Interesting. Well, Chill currently saves us next turn, so... Also, we get to try and go off here, which is great. Right, play our Reclamation. End of turn. Cast our Nexus of Fate. My turn. So I want to Perception. Try and dig for another Nexus. Hey, we found another Nexus. Okay, so I can get down Azcanta this turn, this means. We only have 5 cards in yard, so Azcanta doesn't flip here. I don't think I want to cycle the Chill to try and flip it though, because all our cards are worth more than to be being held onto here. Okay, so I can play this gift, pad out my life total. And then use this Perception to try and dig for another Nexus. We found it. Awesome. Yeah, I thought it was just super dead. Even if we were to brick, we'd have 2 Chills in hand, which stops us dying in their combat step. One more win. Oh my god, chat. We need one more win. And then we are truly mythic. One more win. Our opponent was super dead there, Tito. But wow, this hand's absurd. Really fast hand. Potential for turn 3 Reclamation. 2 Tribunals, not good enough from the aggro deck. Why would that be good enough? You know? I'm gonna do this now. I guess I'd be fine with getting this countered, but no reason to give them the option. Land, please. Ugh. Alright. I want to hit my land drop, so I'm going to fire this off main phase. This game would be a lot easier with a Reclamation in play, but... Oh my god, Wincon. That would be ideal. Ooh, they're on Bant Nexus. So this means they probably don't have counter magic. So next turn we get to go off. Or try to. Whoa. Brutal. Alright. Let's draw a land so I can go Reclamation Nexus. Maybe they're just playing Band Control. Maybe. Land. Alright. I mean, I'm still gonna go for this. Especially with a backup in hand. I don't think you can drop down from Mythic once you hit it. Yeah, Absorb is nice. I've seen it in Turbo Fog a tiny bit. I think it's like a reasonable inclusion with so many burn decks around. This is scary. They could use a Teferi to tuck my Reclamation now. If they hit their land drop here. Jeez. Yep. Alright, land lets me go Reclamation Nexus. Alright, alright. I get to kill the Teferi at least. And draw a couple cards here. God, if they have another Absorb, it's so brutal. Wow, they tapped incorrectly, so... Oh, I needed to leave open red. Jeez, Autumn, what are you doing? I just used the auto tapper because I always do. Oh, I can feel Mythic slipping away from us. I can feel it slipping away from us, chat. This is how it ends. This is how we go down. Two more win hype. Oh, I agree, Other Autumn. Feral Absolution is fully busted. Please just pass the turn. I use auto tapper the majority of the time. It's just like keeping on top of when you're not meant to use it can be tricky sometimes. It is such a time saver using it. But whenever you get caught out, you feel really silly. Alright. Yep, that is a Nexus. They are not deterministic yet, although they're getting really close. If they take another Nexus turn, I might scoop. It is in fact Bears. It seems that way. Alright, I'm just gonna fire this off. And then embrace the F6. Alright, opponent, kill me. If they take another Nexus turn, I'll probably scoop.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
That's not a Nexus. Doesn't even have that much text. Alright. I mean, there have been like mana doubling effects before. They just haven't been in the same standard as like instant speed time walk, you know? So if I play this, I get 2 + 6 + 6 for double time walk. Even then, I'd have to find some sort of card advantage, but you think they're messed up? Live by the Nexus, die by the Nexus. You can claim that all you want, Cambo. Alright, we really want to find a perception and anticipate. Even in Azcanta, we get like another untap after this turn, so Azcanta will be good. Or Steam Vents. Steam Vents is a really strong card here. You don't want credit for this anymore. Oh. I hold Cambo entirely accountable for everything that is occurring. Explosion is probably lethal, yep. Or a Stomping Ground. Alright, they're gonna kill us from the untap. I'm just gonna scoop this up now. Alright, alright. 2 more wins. 2 more wins. 2-win hype. I remember the being in this position. Feel like I've been here before. I meant to actually island turn 1 in case I draw Hinterland Harbor. Can't even need of my Sulfur Falls. I mean, I don't disagree, Sharp. Ooh, having 2 chills is really nice against the white deck. Kind of need to hit lands the rest of the game, but I'm not gonna. I should not say that. I will actually just draw lands the rest of the game and die. Should be more careful with my words. No 2-drop. What is going on over there? I guess this is a land. It's not a green land. I could take the Anticipate to dig for a green land. Alright. Really want green mana, so I'm just going to take the Anticipate and use this instead. We do not play green mana in our deck. Why would we play green mana? We're playing blue-red control over here. This is just the bad blue-red Phoenix draw. We use these uncomfortable chills to return our Phoenixes to play and shrink our opponent's blockers. Oh. Oh. Okay. I think I'm just meant to uncomfortable chill this turn. Because I kind of want to tap out for perception next turn. That is not surprising over Autumn. That card is really unpleasant. I'm happy I have this uncomfortable chill held up, I guess. Oh boy. Hey. That is a good draw. That is, I guess, also a good draw, huh? Alright, pass with another chill up. Hope they don't have another reinforcements. There's an argument for like cycling the growth spiral instead. Oh wow, it pumps the bodyguard too, so tech. Alright, so we're taking 6 if they don't have a reinforcements, otherwise we're taking 9. Oh thank god, no more reinforcements. Currently at 4 in yard. If they have a tribunal, there's a decent chance they fire it off on the Azcanta. I love how lackluster the tokens try and hit you after you've chilled. They don't have a tribunal, huh? That is the land. Like, kind of in the market for a land. I'm also kind of in the market for flipping search. Though. Like, pretty soon. Right. I might as well do this main phase. There's like no reason not to, right? Okay. Oh no, the reason not to is because of chill. I'm so silly. Now we can't put in a land if we draw enough chill. It's unlikely to matter too much, but that was fairly silly of me. Right, I'm not actually dead to reinforcements, so I get 1 more on tap here, and I get to start nexusing and seeing what I can do with that. Yeah, if we get Reclamation, we probably have this. But if we don't, we probably don't. I feel really silly firing up the spiral early. Oh, thank god I'm not punished. It's a terrible draw, but I'm not punished, which is the most important thing. Seven in yard. It's gonna graveyard this, it doesn't really do anything. Hey, that's an absurd draw. Do I get to Nexus plus activate? I do not. So I might as well fire off this Anticipate to start. Oh no, I can fire off Anticipate after Nexus, that makes sense. Right, we have to kill them this turn, or else we die. But odds are like reasonably in our favor. Fire up this Nexus. Fire up this Anticipate. Wow, that probably makes this a lock. So I want to activate this first in case I find another reclamation. Rewarded. What's the win con? We have 3 copies of Expansion Explosion that we fling at our opponent's face. Alright, I'm going to activate this twice and cast Nexus, is my plan. More often than not, opponent conceding, yeah, pretty much. Ain't that the truth? We've encountered the win con. We managed to find the win con. One more win. Come on. Just need one more win, and then I'm mythic. I believe. Yeah, exactly, Bobbin. That's why Explosion is so good. It's just incredible in the deck. Ooh, this ramps really well. Play no win cons. Assume people will concede. I wish there was an emote for I'm playing for Mythic. Can you please have pity on me? I think it'll be fine. It's only best of 1 that this deck is like slightly oppressive in. I think best of 3 standard is still going to be sweet, like it's been for the last few months. I could play the Reclamation here, but I'm in no rush. I'm just gonna play this to play around Might of Autumn, since they have white mana in their deck. And we can play the Reclamation when we have 6 mana to go Reclamation Nexus. Electro Dominance is just much worse than Explosion, is the problem. Explosion is so versatile. You have like plenty of games where you use it to kill a creature. You have plenty of games where you use it just as a card draw spell. You can use it to like counter their counter spells, or copy your opponent's growth spirals in like pseudo mirrors. Alright, fire off this perception. Looking for a Nexus. Found a Nexus. Found literally everything we could ever want. It's not clear that we need the second Reclamation yet. I might bottom it. I was rewarded by not shuffling away this Nexus. Rewarded for my excellent scrying. Just want to flip this Azcanta now. We have all the mana we could possibly need, so... I guess I should put this in the deck before anticipating. At this point. Since a second Reclamation doesn't actually do very much for me here. I'm kind of punished. Now I have to do this in my next turn. That's actually a bit punished. Maybe that sequencing was just bad. Because of Perception being in the deck. Just ditch anything that isn't Nexus pretty much. Or things that dig for Nexus like super efficiently. I really want to take the Perception. It might be too greedy. I'm worried about them having counter spells in their deck, Bobbin, but I'm gonna take the perception. I'm gonna be a little greedy here. Don't know if I'm firing it off. Just as a draw free. I think I want the scries. I think the scries are really important here, so I'm just gonna pass the turn. Let them untap. We're still on like 21. They can Might of Autumn one of my things, but we'll cope. Or they can play a card with no text. Ooh, now that we have this in hand, I can just fire this up as a draw free, I think. Especially with the Azcanta in play too. Graveyard. Transform, and I think we're gonna hit Mythic, people. Which is pretty hype. So I need to kill the Shalai anyway, so I think I'm just gonna make that my turn. Just like Nexus, kill Shalai, draw a bunch of cards. Congrats on Mythic. I have to not mess this up, Lassie. I think we're gonna be fine there. Alright, so this turn is just the kill Shalai turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so we do it for 10. Kill Shalai, draw 10. 0 more win hype. Oh. Have to hit resolve. Till. This is a pretty nice hand of cards. I have to keep discarding. What do I discard? Since when do I ever mess up stops? That doesn't sound like a thing that happens. It probably happens a lot if we're being honest. If I have this growth spiral. Put in this reclamation. I think I'm gonna go for the deck them plan, if they let me. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 28, 42. It's not enough. Cool. We can deck them next turn. Since this is for Mythic, we're gonna go for the deck them plan. They have 49 cards. So we're just looking for the 4th Reclamation to deck them next turn. I would not play it. Discarding cards is actually an upside in this deck donut, because you don't need all your cards, and discarding cards lets you fuel Azcanta and flip your Azcanta quicker. So discarding cards is actually just an upside in this deck, as weird as that sounds. No! Ah, they stole it from us. This is the most heartbreaking Mythic ever. I didn't even get to deck my opponent. I guess I hit Mythic though, so that's pretty good. Oh my god, that is nice.